What's for dinner? Hey everyone, I'm Chef Zee and welcome back to my channel, Chef Zee Cooks. Today I'm going to be showing you how to make Locrio de Longaniza. Now, if you're new here to my channel, then welcome to the Chef Zee family. And if you've been with me for quite some time, then you know that I go absolutely gaga for Locrio. In fact, I like Locrio so much that I have several Locrio recipes here on my channel, so be sure and check it out if you haven't already. Now, for those of you who may not know, Locrio is pretty much rice cooked with any kind of meat. And I'm talking Locrio de pollo, which is chicken, Locrio de chuleta, pork chops, or Locrio de salami. And speaking of Locrio de salami, that was one of the earliest recipes that I shared here on my channel. And Locrio de Longaniza, which is the one that I'm going to be showing you today, is very similar to Locrio de salami. Now, what is Longaniza? Longaniza is pretty much a Hispanic style sausage, and you find it very common in Dominican cooking and Puerto Rican cooking. Now, with that being said, finding longaniza might be a little bit of a challenge depending on where you are. I typically find my longaniza in any Hispanic store that also sells a wide array of Caribbean produce as well. Now, let's say you cannot find longaniza. It's okay. You can definitely use some chorizo or any kind of smoked sausage instead, and it's going to give you a lot of the same flavor profiles that you're gonna find in this dish. Now, I hope you're hungry. Let's go ahead and get started. Locrio de Longaniza is one of the tastiest rice dishes that you can ever make, and I love the fact that this is a one-pot dish that comes together in no time. So first things first, we're gonna jump right ahead and we're gonna start making our locrio by browning the longaniza. Now you'll notice that I did not add any oil to the pot, and that's because as the longaniza cooks, it's going to release its own oil, so there's no use to add any extra. I also recommend that you cut up your longaniza in different sizes. So if you look really closely, you'll see that I've mixed the longaniza in big pieces and small pieces, and that's because I love the variety of different sized longaniza at the very end. So we're gonna brown this for a few minutes, and you wanna make sure to mix it up every so often. And once the longaniza has fried, we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna add some freshly cut onions along with some green peppers and some freshly diced garlic. Now your kitchen is going to smell amazing, and we're going to go ahead and now we're going to mix everything until it's well combined. We pretty much want our onions, peppers, and garlic to sweat and soften as well. And after about 2 minutes, we're going to go ahead and we're going to add some sazon for flavor and color, some Dominican oregano, some sopita, which is a chicken bouillon cube, but you can definitely use some adobo or your favorite seasoning salt instead. We're gonna go ahead and we're going to add some tomato paste, and we're gonna work it in together. Now you'll notice that your longaniza has become a vibrant reddish orange color, and this is going to give the locrio its beautiful color as well. We're now going to add some olives, and this is totally optional. If you are a regular here on my channel, then you know that I absolutely love olives, but if you're not crazy about it, feel free to omit them. And now we're going to go ahead and we're going to add some water. Now, whenever you're making rice, I always recommend that you use a 1-to-1 ratio. So I'm making 3 cups of rice, so I'm going to add 3 cups of water. And once that water has come to a boil, we're going to go ahead and we're going to add some long grain white rice, which I have pre-washed. Now, I always recommend that you wash your rice if you want your rice to come out nice and fluffy. We're going to add our rice to our longaniza mixture, and we're going to go ahead and we're going to mix everything until it's well combined. Now, as I've mentioned before, this is a super flavorful dish that comes together in no time, but you definitely want to keep a close eye on it, because once that water has dried up, you're gonna hear the rice start to sizzle and pop, and that's when you know it's time to mix it again. And we're gonna go ahead and we're going to add our recao or cilantro, whichever one you have is totally fine, and you can even add both of them for added flavor. I like to make sure to add my recao to the center of it to give it maximum flavor. Now you want to make sure to work rather quickly because you definitely don't want to burn your rice at this stage. And once you've added the fresh herbs, we're going to go ahead and we're going to cover it. And then we're going to reduce our flame to low, and we're going to cook it for about 35 to 45 minutes. And after those 35 to 45 minutes, we're gonna go ahead, we're gonna open it, and then we're gonna very gently fluff up our locrio. Now it's totally up to you, but you can go ahead and you can remove the cilantro. And the reason I like to add it in the middle is because it's going to give it great flavor, but it also makes it really easy to remove. So there you guys have it. That's my recipe for Locrio de Longaniza. Comment down below if you like it. And until next week, I'm Chef Zee y buen provecho. It's actually really good. Don't mind me, babe. Don't mind me. I can eat this whole thing by myself, babe. ¿No te va a quedar? Oh yeah, so good.